Hello and welcome back to King's Quest III Redux. This is Violyre, and I want to apologize about cutting off the last video, promising I'd be back with a second part to it, and, well, it's 2 days later now, so I'm just going to call it a new part. Spent about 10 hours of dealing with some internet drama. I'm sure you're all laughing right now, but it was something serious to me. Someone was getting attacked for the sole reason of having the name Violyre. It wasn't me. It was another Violyre. And I knew the attacks were meant for me, and I wanted to help solve this problem. So I spent 10 hours, and by the time I was done, I was exhausted. I came back to try to do this, and I don't remember everything that happened, but I managed to beat the game. And about half of it, I said not a word for. So I'm not exactly sure what happened there. I had tried to record this yesterday, and my recorder didn't take, and I'm like, damn it. But this time the recorder is going. I'm back at the cave, and I actually did want to show you something before here. Just kind of ignore the saves that you might see. Let's see. Yeah, we're going back here because I accidentally overwrote the cave save, which would have put me where I needed to be. So we're going to go back up here to the Yeti's cave. And I'm showing you this because I found out that there is a second way to deal with the Yeti in the part where he's chasing you. So basically, you don't really need the random teleportation spell. I do believe it can occasionally take you back to Colima once you've left. It's possible it could even put you back on the pirate ship or in the middle of the ocean. I don't know. But yeah, so what we need to do is walk over here to trigger the Yeti event.
Way through the mountains, you suddenly notice something approaching you in the distance. Something that doesn't seem friendly.
I want more meat.
You try to fake an impression of chilliness.
Now. Don't sell yourself short.
Okay, so we want to go back into the cave. There is a purpose to this cave in this one, so yeah.
Did you bring me any seasoning? I'm fresh out.
You hastily shake your head.
Oh, Alexander, you do have a seasoning. A special seasoning. It's called sleeping powder. Remember our good friend from the pirate ship?
You quickly pour the remaining sleeping powder on the floor. You hope there's enough left to affect the Yeti.
Okay, so the Yeti is sleeping.
The Yeti slumbers peacefully, dreaming of his next feed.
But because the save that I had made at the caves was actually the last action I needed to do, I'm not going to keep that. So we'll probably be missing out on points. Oh god, this is the second one. Please let it be the second one. No, it was the first.
Whatever happened to wrong way, turn back?
Okay, at least we know it's the first. Let me come out over here. I believe you all saw him break that wall the last time.
Thanks to your navigational skills, you've managed to outwit the abominable snowman, and the way to Daventry is clear.
Maybe if you're nice, you can have some pie later. Not even kidding. I'll come back and bring you a pie. Maybe not. Let's see. Oh, we continue up our path. This was where I intended to stop that last part anyways, but we're going to continue on through most of the rest of the game right now. As you can see, we're going into Hellfire again. No, actually, that's Daventry. You probably guessed that already, based on the fact that we're in Daventry. And you may recognize this part too. It's kind of a little more charry than normal and on fire. But let's look at this door here.
A cave leads deep into the mountain. You gaze into the cave-like entrance, past the shattered remains of a door, but see nothing but crumbly stone steps leading upward.
Okay. So, this cave was the cave that led to the Land of the Giants in King's Quest I. Or, actually, I think it was called the Land of the Clouds. But regardless, it's where we got the chest in with the infinite gold that will never be referenced again. So let's go in here. And as you can see, it kind of looks different. You don't immediately see a wooden walkway. I guess you didn't see that in the original. You know, you think, actually, I am going to go that way. You can see there are stairs here. I am going to go this way, because I just remember what's over here. As you can see, this is the remains of the path that we took to get there the first time. So let's leave, since obviously we can't cross it. And so we're going to go up the stairs. I don't think you can die on here. Please prove me wrong, game. I dare you. So let's just click up here. Yeah, it must be safe if I can click that far. I'll automatically go to the top here once I should say top of that flight. But we're going upstairs. Upstairs is always a good place, right? Basically, we're going back to the Land of the Clouds, so. And, you know, you can see it looks a bit different. Not so much on fire as dead.
Every living thing has been burnt to a crisp.
Well, let's see if we can find anything interesting up here. I know we won't find a chest full of gold. Oh, holy shit, it's a dragon. And a damsel.
It's your sister, Rosella.
Oh, I was going to say save the damsel for some ass tonight, except... no, I'm sorry, I can't make an incest joke.
The dragon is every bit as fearsome as you imagine. Its green scales look hard and impregnable. 3 massive heads blow flame and smoke atop its writhing necks. The sight of it makes you shiver.
Well, we're going to save, because, yeah, 3-headed trogdor, basically, even though it doesn't have a beefy arm and doesn't look like the letter S. So, you know, they say reptiles are pretty blind, right? I know a lot of reptiles, if not all, are deaf, like snakes and such. I'll be on that topic later, by the way. So, if they're not that good as seers, let's just go over and take her. That's all I can think of. Oh.
The dragon has seen you. Hypnotized by its baleful glare, you stand frozen in your tracks. You strolled, quite seen, up to your host. It saw you plainly. Now you're toast.
Well, what else can we do? I suppose we can, like, try to kill it or something. I don't know. Maybe we can just cast a spell.
You can't use that item there.
Well, we have a knife. It's a kitchen knife, but it's a knife. And it cuts things. Probably...
Your little knife would barely nick that dragon.
Okay. I think in this case, we are going to... I believe this is the first time we've used this. Use our invisibility potion. And we're going to walk over there, and we'll just untie her. The dragon will probably be like, what? And, you know, we can run off, maybe throw some invisibility on her.
The dragon notices Princess Rosella being untied and blasts you both with a long licking tongue of flame.
Oh. You know, if it
3 heads and 6 eyes can't be wrong.
If it didn't burn the tree, why is Rosella's pile bigger than Alexander's? I don't know. So, what can we do? I believe this was mentioned way back in the spell book when we were casting our spells. And first we do want to use the invisibility potion. But there's this one spell we have not cast yet that we have a potion for that can only be used in...
Charred trees and stumps jut from the scorched ground beneath a cloudy sea.
In some place it's kind of cloudy and misty. Well, a cloudy sea causes a cloudy mist. And that means...
The dirty brown storm brew sloshes around in the half-filled glass jar.
Oh, we're still going to use this.
That's a good idea, although casting the spell would be too dangerous while you're so close to the dragon yourself.
Yeah, so we want to walk closer to Rosella before we do that.
Stormy brew. Churn anew.
Much rain, many thunder. So scared. Extra crispy.
The dragon's corpse lies upon the ground, no match for the fury of your magical storm.
So if anyone ever threatens to cast a magical storm on you, run away. Of course, we didn't really threaten, we just did.
You untie your sister.
I thank you, my brave sir. Come, we must journey to my father's castle. My parents will be anxious to meet their daughter's rescuer. Do I know you?
Perhaps. We may have shared a cradle once.
I beg your pardon?
My name is Alexander, of Daventry.
Rosella regards you with a look of bewilderment, then a hint of suspicion.
Prove it.
I don't know how I could.
My mother told me once that my brother had a peculiar birthmark.
Well, in that case...
On his right buttock.
I see.
Oh.
Well, if that is what it will take to prove it to you.
No. I knew this would involve ass.
I am sorry I did not believe you, brother.
After all you've been through, I understand completely. I just hope I don't have to prove my identity to the entire kingdom this way.
Okay, so... Yeah, despite how much fun it would be mooning everyone in town, or in the whole kingdom, yeah, I wouldn't want to do that either. So, you may notice that this is actually the area where the clouds were and our beanstalk had grown. Of course, that's no more because Daventry looks like shit right now. So, the only way back down is to go back. And Rosella automatically follows you, so you kind of got to wait for her. And we'll go back down the cave, like I just said, and we will get a new event. And on that note, while we're waiting and I really have nothing to say, I'm going to do some plugging. Not for me. I'm going to plug for my artist friend who, hopefully by the time these videos get posted, will have completed a commission for this video and for the King's Quest 1 video. Kind of holding off on doing King's Quest 2 ones right now because I'm done with King's Quest 1, and this one is Oh, King's Quest 2 is still posting.
Hello, milady. Milady, you are free. Could it be to do with the sudden storm I beheld atop Cloud Mountain?
Ah, indeed it was. And I have this noble man to thank for rescuing me.
Incredible! And to think that the dragon is dead and gone after all this time. He is dead and gone, right?
Completely.
Oh, amazing! Noble sir, whom do I and all of Daventry thank for this miracle?
Go ahead.
Good sir. I am Prince Alexander of Daventry.
The gnome gives you a thoroughly mystified look. Then gradually a grin begins to spread over his old wrinkled face. The grin becomes a great smile, and soon the gnome is overcome with joy.
Wonderful, sensational, marvelous news! Yes, it is you, isn't it? I knew it. From the moment I saw you, I just knew it.
Then what did you just ask?
Shh! I must run to the castle and let everybody know. The dragon is dead and Prince Alexander has returned.
Okay. As I was saying, go visit my friend's page, give him some commissions. I'm planning to get him to do her. I'm sorry, I'm still working on that changing pronouns thing. Get her to do all of my Let's Plays eventually, but that is time and money, so... But we are now heading to the castle. And I'm pretty sure these scenes one would recognize if they were familiar with King Quest. This is actually a better scene on the next screen, so I'll just wait till there. But you can see the first couple screens weren't that dangerous. This one, on the other hand, is. Let's save over my... I want my Alexander Extra Crispy one. I guess it got cut off because it was too long. And this is a timing puzzle.
Hey, fire really does burn.
Which I just failed.
Today's special, Prince a la carte.
And that's why we save. Okay, so we do want to get a bit closer. And now we go. And we wait for Rose. It automatically has Rosella cross at the proper time. So on the next screen, we'll better see this. If you remember, this was the river.
Mind your footing, Alexander. The ground up ahead doesn't look stable.
This was the river that on this side you would have the mushroom, and the screen to the right would be where you enter the leprechaun area. And that's Castle Daventry in the background.
Castle Daventry stands embattled and alone.
And you saw her make a note of non-solid footing. Actually, the first 2 times I went through this area, it was all just the middle, but you do not want to step on the shaking ones. So you'll want to come over here, or whichever ones aren't shaking, and cross. And she doesn't give a fuck. Thanks, Rosella. We just saved you, but... Oh, hello. Mysterious black stranger. Maybe he has candy.
He stands alone in the gloomy clearing. He wears a simple hooded garment and pays you little attention.
Hello? You alright?
I am as I am.
That sounds familiar.
One who remembers many things. My wisdom once served the king.
This is your home, then?
I called it that once, before yours had meaning. It has hidden something from me.
Can I help you find it?
Not as you are, my would-be sire.
You know me.
I know many things. The now, then, and every age in between. The reason for days, and why the stars are restless. The forces that work their will in this world. The trivial manner of your arrival.
But how could you?
Leave me. My time wanes with your wasteful banter.
How dare you say the way I got here was trivial? I had to turn a wizard into a cat, help a few people, avoid bandits, give all my gold to pirates who decided to make me their cabin boy after digging up their buried treasure, and now I've just had to go through a cave full of Yeti, just kill the three-headed dragon that plagued this country, and walk through basically an inferno. And you're going to call that trivial? I hate you. But you may recognize that guy as the father from King's Quest II. And this, I believe, if we look at it...
A rock sits prominently in this clearing.
That's the whole...
You have pursued your path to the final clearing. That the damage so closely surrounds the castle does nothing to alleviate your concerns.
So basically, this is one screen to the left of Castle Daventry. This is where we push the rock to get at the hole to get the knife. And first I thought this was the well, but looking at it now, it's got to be that rock, because that's like the first thing you come to if you take the left out. And as you can see, we have now arrived at Castle Daventry. And this will be where we end the video for today. I'll catch you next time, and hope you enjoy the ending next time. See ya!